Nigga!
You're on beat, let's go.
All right, baby, let's get down.
If you're still looking for tickets to any upcoming game, visit the Bulls ticket booth or on the team's website for more availability. We hope to see you out there at the next home game. Bulls Nation, be here for the next Bulls home game because everyone will be getting a Benny the Bull bobblehead. The National Basketball Association and the Chicago Bulls are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, attempting to enter the court or interrupt play, or using improper...
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
And with that rotation not at full strength, someone else is going to have to step up and fill that role.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. George in the front court alongside Martin. Hardaway is out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Embiid in at the center position. And for the Bulls, Mitchell Robinson out there with Reynolds. Then it's the franchise. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Dosunmu in at the 2. Here they are, game 1 of the season. Wow, it's fun to be here. And Clark, this is the culmination of all the hard work put in over the summer.
Yeah, you talk to the players on both sides, and there's optimism about this upcoming year. We'll see if that optimism is justified over time.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Outside, George. Martin with the screen for George. No good from outside. With the floater, Paul George with the steal. Here's the 3. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
There's not much a defender can do when George decides to go up with the pull-up. I mean, you got to respect both his shooting and his driving ability because of his speed on the dribble.
Bucket is good.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Hardaway. Maxey sets a screen for Hardaway. Pass to Embiid, beyond the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And they're starting off the season playing Philadelphia here.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Two teams in the bottom half of the conference as far as respect goes. They're both scratching and clawing to try to get a little more of that respect.
Here's Hardaway after the Bulls pick up 2. The 3. Terrell pulls it in. Hey, Greg, how about MV? Last season, making first-team All-NBA for the very first time. And I think that said, yes, he has arrived.
Yeah, that first team is of the elite, right? That's when you know you have the respect of your peers and the full attention of your opponents.
Taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Dosunmu. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Both free throws good from Dosunmu. And so just over a minute and a half played. Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Maxey, and it's blocked by Terrell.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Count the basket.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Teardrop shot. And they get it. The shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Robinson. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Third is Joel Embiid.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers, really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Maxey looking it over. High post, Embiid. Back to Maxey. Embiid drives in. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Showing off the superb handles for a 7-footer, Joel Embiid handles that thing tight.
Terrell, the pass to Robinson. To the wing right side. And the rejection by Embiid.
Don't test Embiid now. An impact defensive player is what he is.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but hey, you take it when it comes.
Pass to Terrell. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
The 76ers trail by 5. Outside, George. Back to Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Embiid kicks to Maxey. Great look, but off the mark.
Putting up a goose egg, bageled this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Philadelphia's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. In the corner, George with it. Pass to Embiid. A fader. Yes, that goes in.
And Embiid has this shot in his bag. He's confident from that area.
Reynolds passes to Terrell. Here's Reynolds. Here's Terrell. He's covered by Maxey. In the corner, it's Buzelis. 6 to shoot. Here's Terrell. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
And they score more points off turnovers than anybody else in the league. That is clearly the strength of this group.
And going back to their success at the free throw line last season, GA, best in the league. It helped them finish off a lot of close games.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now, here's George. And it's good off the back rim and in. George has got 5.
Well, that's a smooth-looking jumper by Paul George. I mean, he's one of the more gifted scorers in the league, and there's no place on the floor where he can't hurt you.
Dosunmu's shot is off.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Outside, Martin. And here is Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Fades back. Embiid, no good. Chicago leading by 4. Robinson a screen on George. There's the drive. Pass to Terrell. From the arc. And the rebound goes to Martin.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Here's George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Buzelis.
I like the intensity that George plays with down inside. It's really what earns him a lot of these calls.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Now here is Hardaway. Outside, Martin. They set the pick. Just his first attempt. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Reynolds. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Reynolds has got 5 points so far.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The 76ers trail by 3. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with the Bulls head coach. Well, we talked about how difficult a matchup Joel Embiid can be for a defense. Coach told me it's all about not letting him get established down low and making him try to beat us with longer shots. If we do that, I think we'll be fine. Of course, saying it on the sidelines is one thing, and doing it on the court, quite another. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Maxey. Still scoreless. Pass to Hardaway. Maxey sets a screen for Hardaway. Back to Maxey. Unloads from 13. He scores, and he's off the schneid with that basket. 1 for 7 on a tough night for him. Here's Terrell. He's covered by Maxey. Here's Terrell. And that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guy. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Now, here is George. He's got 7. Here's Buzelis. He's covered by Maxey. Here's Terrell. The high post shot, and Joel Embiid pulls it down. Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
George taking advantage of that close, tight defense, drawing the foul while taking his shot.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Bulls?
And they've made a point of pounding the offensive.
Switch here. Terrell's checked in. And the 76ers making a change here. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Embiid against Smith. Smith with a screen on Schroeder. The putback, and Embiid with the block. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
When you shoot 86 from the line.
Here's Terrell. What an incredible first year for MP. Named to the all-rookie first team.
And last season, MP was one of the very best rookies. In this second season, the expectation is that he continues to grow his game.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. It's a three-point game. So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Dennis Schroeder is out there with Oladipo. Then there's Embiid. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Yabusele in at the 4 spot. 4 on the shot clock. Ring shot on the way. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Oubre on the wing. Still without a basket. The wide open look here for Oladipo. Good on the three-point shot. Oladipo's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. Here's Terrell, started by Schroeder, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
Martin's check in for Yabusele.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Oladipo against White. White with the defensive effort. The Bulls shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Here's Terrell. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Martin kicks to Oubre. Offline with his 3. Bulls leading by 4. Dean passes to Terrell. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Wagner outside. And the Bulls get it back. The shot's good from Smith.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Oladipo with the ball. Fires the 3. That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Terrell, the pass to White. Here's Terrell. He's guarded by Schroeder. Terrell misses. The 76ers trail by 3, and Levine comes to help. Embiid finds Oubre, and Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Chicago. Bruce Ellis comes in for Mo Wagner, and then for Philadelphia, Martin comes in for Martin, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Oladipo. And it's Schroeder missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Yeah, well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. but his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
Pass to Martin. Embiid inside, guarded by Robinson. Embiid, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Robinson, and he banks in the layup. Robinson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bulls.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Schroeder setting the pick for Martin. Three-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Bobbed up there for Robinson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
The 76ers trail by 10. Schroeder outside. Here's Martin. Robinson with the block. They get it back, and he comes up with the deuce. Here's Chicago. They're on a 13-5 run here. Here's Terrell. 13 points in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
So for the Bulls, Reynolds is checked in for Zach LaVine, and it's Dosunmu in for White. George is checked in for the 76ers. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Dennis Schroeder. Hardaway kicks to George. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. George has got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, they've got a lot of terrain to make up, and shooting the three-ball more consistently like they are now should help them do just that.
And they've repeatedly rolled inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Outside, Maxey uses the glass to finish the layup. Maxey's got his second basket of the game.
That's where Maxey's at his best. He wants to get the ball inside.
Here's Terrell. He's covered by Maxey. Dosunmu's shot is off.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here. So it's the Chicago Bulls ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Right back after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
Looking at Philadelphia, they don't get their home opener until next game. But tonight, they start this new season on the road, kind of like Kenny storming into the kitchen and trying to take all my barbecue chicken.
That's because you're in my building, and I'm eating all the barbecue chicken, big fella.
All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the 76ers.
Losing the rebounding battle, it's easy to lose control of the game. Fortunately for them, they have another half to go.
Yeah, now they can lose by twice as much.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been a clinic out there by the franchise.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Chicago with the ball. We've got Buzelis. The franchise is out there with Dosumu. Then it's Robinson, and it's Reynolds in the power forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
For Chicago, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for him. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The same day, Clark, that Tyrese Maxey was named to the All-Star game, he scored a career high and was great doing it.
How about that, Kevin? How ironic is that? It was his first All-Star selection, by the way, but this has been the story with Maxey. I mean, he just continues to make great progress in his game. He's a really dynamic young player with still room to grow.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. Breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Pass to Martin. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Martin's got 5 points so far.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
Robinson, a screen on Maxey. And finished off by Robinson.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
And so George will bring it up for Philadelphia. Trailing by 10. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Embiid, and he can't bank that one in.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Naveed just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
They set the pick. Pass to Reynolds. A three-pointer off the mark.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
The three from George. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Terrell's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And last season, Embiid couldn't have burst onto the NBA scene any better. He's one of only a few players, GA, ever to win the MVP award as a rookie.
And for his game to be this advanced at this stage of his career, that's scary. I mean, you don't want to think too far into the future, but MP has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
From deep, George, they get it back. The big man Embiid converts inside.
The size and strength of Embiid, he is absolutely mammoth. Really hard to deal with. You may need a couple of guys to box him out.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Robinson with the block. Here's Terrell. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 12-point Bulls lead.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. He sinks the 11-footer. Embiid's got 11 points.
What a soft touch from the big man. Embiid's jumper is ATM when he's in rhythm.
Reynolds passes to Terrell. Here's Reynolds. Here's Terrell. He's got 23. Maxey grabs the miss. Maxey's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Robinson against Embiid. Embiid is just too strong inside.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Robinson a screen on Maxey. Here's Terrell, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Chicago.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Here's Terrell, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got 3 assists tonight. The 76ers trail by 12. Outside Martin. Maxey sends a screen for Martin. Down low, here's Hardaway. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Dosunmu.
Hardaway Jr. knows his role on this team, which is to provide scoring and leadership.
Zach LaVine's checked in for Chicago. Oubre's checked in for Philadelphia. He hits both from the stripe.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's Terrell. And off the front, and in it goes. Terrell's got 12 now in this quarter. And you may have heard MP being named All-NBA once again.
Still looking for that first-team nod, but truthfully, he cares most about helping his team win games. And it is nice to get recognized for all the hard work he's put in. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Terrell. Well, last season, what a start to MP's career. Coming out on top of his rookie class.
And the adjustment to the NBA game seemed minor for MP. The speed is very different than the college game, but he put in the work and understood his assignment coming in. Very impressive.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now recently announced, MP making some waves. He's gone a different direction with his new shoe deal.
And with recent ambassadors like LaMelo Ball and Marcus Smart, MP will be the next Puma athlete to raise the game in their shoes. He's got that same competitive edge and fits right in with the Puma stable of NBA stars.
This is Hardaway Jr.'s bread and butter. really lethal off the catch.
Bobbed up there for Robinson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision. Can you believe it? I mean, not many guards can sail that high above the rim, and Levine makes it look easy.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 13-point game. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Here's Terrell. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Maxey's got his 5th rebound in this one. For 3, Oubre. It's good from long range. Oubre's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Philadelphia. Well, Chicago's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Robinson a screen on Maxey. And the rejection by Embiid. And he gets it back. Terrell, the pass to Robinson. 5 on the clock. Tries again. That one goes. Counting. And that's now 33 points for the franchise.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Maxey sets a screen for Martin. Knocks it loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And they showed up top 5 in field goal percentage, and that speaks to how consistent they were night in and night out. They were a team that never stayed cold for long.
Greg, you brought up their fast break points. Their offensive system was all about tempo, never taking a break, wearing down the other team. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Terrell. It's rebounded by Schroeder. The 76ers trail by 10. Outside Hardaway. Back to Schroeder. Rebound by the Bulls. Terrell's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Driving in. Dosunmu, shot's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Maxey on the wing. Defended by Dosunmu. Maxey kicks to Hardaway. They set the pick. Puts up a deep 3. He can't hit that time. Bulls leading by 12. Levine. And Levine throws it down.
What a marvelous athlete Levine is. Soaring off the ground with ease for the jam and looks so good floating in the air.
Outside, Maxey. Outside Hardaway. With the shot. With nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Hardaway has got 7 now in this quarter.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensive.
Here's Dosunmu. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Dosunmu's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bulls. .146 left in the third quarter of the game. And that one's good. Maxey's got 13.
So tough trying to knock Maxey off balance, off stride. He's outstanding at playing through contact.
Pass to Buzelis. Here's Terrell. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Terrell. 33 points for him. And Levine throws it down.
Always putting on the show. Levine plays with flair and clearly one of the best dunkers in league history.
Schroeder outside. Buzelis grabs the board. Buzelis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Terrell. Back to Levine. Over Hardaway. Levine can't hit. The 76ers trail by 14. Outside Hardaway. Stolen by Levine. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. That's good by Terrell. 35 points for the franchise.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Maxey poked away. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
17 seconds left to play here in the third. Now Maxey. He's got 13. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it from deep. Doesn't go that time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Bulls out front, ending the third quarter on a 14-4 run. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game, and this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Martin. Victor Oladipo is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Kelly Oubre, and it's Embiid in at the 5. Martin the screen. Schroeder looking around. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Embiid, no good. The Bulls leading by 18. Here's Levine. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Levine's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Bulls. Schroeder passes to Embiid. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Terrell, the pass to Levine. Wagner, a screen on Oubre. Levine for 3, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And the Bulls making a change here. Terry's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Cameron Payne's checked in for Martin. Here's Terrell. Payne covering. Terry the pass to Terrell. Pass to Wagner. Wagner gets the screen from Terrell. And again, no good by Chicago.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Oladipo for 3. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 6th rebound on the night. Wagner finds Terry. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Now, here's Oladipo. Greg, we know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Terrell misses.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Nifty move. And the play by Oladipo as he finishes it off for 2. Oladipo's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Terrell. Kicks it out to Terry. Tries the spin move. Shot's good by Terrell.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Payne looking around. Up top, Embiid. Tries from 7. Again, Philadelphia.
Embiid with a major contribution thus far. He's a guy that can carry his team.
Screen by Smith. Here's Terrell. Payne covering. Terrell misses. Schroeder kicks to Oubre. Pass to Embiid. Over Smith. Embiid, no good. The Bulls leading by 16. Right the pass to Terrell. Banked in off the glass. Terrell's got 39.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
The 11-footer. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Bulls have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Back to Terry. Lets the 3 fly. Cans it from downtown. And the Bulls lead by 21.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
There's Terrell. Again, Chicago.
Well, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Oladipo. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Terrell. He's guarded by Schroeder. And it's White missing. The 76ers trail by 21. To the wing on the left. Now here's Payne. Terry covering. Oladipo outside. Pass to Embiid. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Embiid's got 21.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that at 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
And let's get an update on Zach LaVine's injury. David, any news there?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with Chicago's head athletic trainer, and unfortunately, it sounds pretty serious. Injuries never come at a good time, but somehow it seems even more frustrating when they happen this early. Tough break for sure. Guys?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Robinson's checked in for Smith. Reynolds comes in for Wagner. Buzelis is checked in for Terry. And it's Dosunmu in for Kobe White. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Caleb Martin's checked in for Kelly Oubre. Paul George comes in for Oladipo. Hardaway's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And Maxi's subbed in for Payne. Inside, here's Embiid. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Embiid's got 8 points in the quarter.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
Dosunmu's shot is off. The 76ers trail by 20. To the inside. Kicks it out to Maxey. Off target from three-point range.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And what a day on the glass for a guy who's given up a lot of size out on the floor.
It's tipped. In transition, here come the Bulls. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Dosunmu, the pass to Terrell. Robinson, a screen on Maxey. Terrell, another one falls for Chicago.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Maxey finds Hardaway. Right side George. Martin wide open. He fires. Off target with his three. Bulls leading by 21. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
George passes to Embiid. Robinson with the block. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
The constant evolution of Embiid's game, really impressive. A credit to his work ethic. He continues to get better, becoming a bigger threat with his improved arsenal.
And Embiid drops them both. And Joel Embiid is a giant center. Clark, his size, his arm span. How does his sheer size, do you think, affect the game?
Well, he's a mountain of a man. Not only is he tall, he's wide, and he's deep too, Kevin. In other words, he's hard to get around, and he's also hard to challenge because he's north and south. So, and you factor in his touch, this guy does things that I've not really seen a guy of his size do, particularly when you talk about pity-patting the dribble and knocking down face-up jumpers all the way out to the three-point line. It should almost be unlawful for a guy north of 3 bills to be doing that.
And George now top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. Crafty move. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Terrell's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Robinson, a screen on Maxey. Here's Terrell. Plays it up and banks it in. Terrell's got 47 points.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Maxey passes to Embiid. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. And now it's 27 points for Joel Embiid. Here's Terrell. He's covered by Maxey. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Misses in close. And here's George for 3. Robinson pulls it in. The Bulls leading by 19 points.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bulls.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession, we watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the franchise.
Boy, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight, notching the triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They trail by 18. And George kicks to Martin. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Terrell, the pass to Robinson. Spins. Takes a three. Misses the shot. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long, everyone.